to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. He'll bring it out. It's Chase. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The give to the back. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. And the Cowboys want to pick up the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Back to pass on second down. Looking down the middle. Right on the money. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. New set of downs after the completion.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Past the 45. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. So Wyoming's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him. Sometimes you play zone. Mix it up. Give different looks because he is a guy.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Wyoming. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So Fresno State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of ballers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Lane. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
It's complete to the left. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the back. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Caught over the middle. It's Teray. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Bulldogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he's chased out of bounds at the 6-yard line, and they'll try to stick it in from there. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To the ground with the back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
The give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big second down. You're probably expecting the offense to throw it with a little bit more room to work with.
Bought a little time, lets it go. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. They're likely going to throw...
Touchdown, Fresno State. Quick strike through the air for the score. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Rolling right and going deep. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. He wants to go deep. Brings it in down the left side. Off and running. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Cowboys moving quickly to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Looking downfield on first down. Pocket breaking down. Makes the catch. It's Pace. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Cowboys! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab on the left. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be difficult if you want to throw an accurate throw like he did right there.
Grabs it in the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. On 4th down, going to the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Teray. They get him down, but they'll mark it beyond the line to gain. It's 1st down, Fresno State. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
To the air on 2nd down. He'll bow it down. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a 1st down.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of hands.
Off the play fake. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Finds a crease at the 20. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. Fresno State lines up with a 1st and goal. Let's go. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Touchdown, Fresno State. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. The extra point here would tie the game. Boy, we've got offenses just flat get. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll boot it away for the 1st time tonight. Gets off his 1st one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Lay. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got him. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Gets it out fast. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Bulldogs in the hurry up. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Slings it downfield. It's complete. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run, and he's a guy that's looking to...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical in that sense.
And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Forced out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play.
Lofts one high and deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. And the Bulldogs come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Got his man quickly. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. To the air on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Rolling, throwing, looking right. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And they... Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. He'll start the third quarter with the run. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't...
There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on third and long. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. The punt team makes its way onto the field. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then explore.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Here's the pressure. Got his man on the outside. He breaks a tackle. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where he can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
The Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Moving away from pressure. Going to try to get it himself. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked him apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the 1st down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone. They bring the punter onto the field now. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. He fires one deep down the right side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. They go back to work in the final period of this one. That's the end of the period. Fresno State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Offense threatening 1st and 10 from the 31. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
They'll go to the ground. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Bulldogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting...
Touchdown, Fresno State. And Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Let's see what they do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Toure. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew he was this good. He's been gashing in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Got a man. It's Weeks. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Hey, nice job by the QB. It's 3rd down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open?
Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.